Hey guys, this is Chad at Pristine Auto Detailing. Today we're working on a newer, not too sure what year it is, probably like a 15 or 16 Jeep Wrangler JK. The four-door ones, I guess it's a JKU. But we're gonna try out the Chemical Guys Tough Mudder. Their soap that they recommend for like really dirty vehicles. This one isn't super dirty, but it does sit in the woods underneath the trees and stuff, so it does have some dirt on it. It's just not super muddy. I really wanted to excuse me, I really wanted to get a really muddy vehicle in and try the soap out, which I eventually will, but I wanted to try the soap out on some kind of off-road vehicle to see how their soap works. There's only one other video that I found on YouTube using the Tough Mudder, and the video wasn't too good, so I'll do this vehicle, and then once we get a muddy truck in, I'll do that one. I did have a muddy truck in earlier this week, but it's been so busy. Just bought a new house, so moving stuff, chopping trees down, chopping wood. It's just been so busy, so I haven't uploaded in probably like 2 weeks. So I'm sure a lot of you probably didn't even notice, but I've been so busy with house stuff, and the business is just, fall time's always super busy, and it's hard to actually sit down and make a video. So Todd's in there working on the customer's Harley, and I'm gonna try the Tough Mudder soap out on this Jeep and the trailer, and yeah, we'll go from there. Good job, Todd. All right, so here we have the Tough Mudder truck wash. There is a picture of a Jeep on the bottle, so it must be meant for a Jeep, right, Todd?
Right. Absolutely.
Contents. It says contents, surface cleanser, dirt repellent. So that's interesting. Dirt repellent. It says off-road vehicle soap removes heavy mud, dirt, and grime. Prevents future mud from sticking. So yeah, we'll see how hydrophobic it is when it washes off. I don't know if I believe that, but we'll see. See what the customer thinks once he takes it off-roading next time, to see if he thinks it's even easier to wash off. We're also going to try this Chemical Guys sticky citrus wheel cleaner. I'm guessing it's mostly just like a degreaser, but citrus based. Fast instant cleaning power, citrus based acid free formula, safe for all wheel types. I'm going to try using this on the wheels and tires of the Jeep to see how it works. I don't use really any Chemical Guys stuff. I find that it's a lot of the stuff's just kind of what's the word you would use, Todd? Like boutique-y? Like boutique? There's just too many. I don't know how many soaps they have. But they probably have, I bet you they have like over 100 different soaps. So I want to see if this formula for this Tough Mudder is just like pretty much just for branding purposes. That's kind of what I feel like it's going to be used for. It's just a branding type thing for muddy vehicles. It's probably just a basic car soap with maybe a little bit of lubrication to it. But yeah, let's try it out. Says to add 1 to 3 ounces of Tough Mudder off-road ATV soap to 5 gallons of wash water bucket. We're gonna add, this is only probably like 4 gallons. Shoot. This is probably only like 4 gallons, so we'll still add, shoot, it has a cap on it. Can't even get it out. Some kind of clear seal on it. What the heck? Do not drink Tough Mudder. It doesn't taste very good.
Well, you don't drink it.
Yeah, it doesn't taste very good. We'll add 2.5 ounces. It seems like kind of a lot. 1, 2, 3, probably like 3.5 squeezes. that added to our bucket. Put a squirt in our wheel bucket too. Alright guys, so I'm going to start with the prep work. We're going to do the wheels and tires first. I'll even use this Chemical Guys citrus cleaner on the wheel wells too. So we'll spray the wheels, tires, wheel wells, and then we'll clean all that, scrub it all down, and see if it takes some of the brown off the tires. As you can see here, there's some old tire shine and dirt and whatever else on the tire. Typical look of a tire. We'll see how much it really cuts into that. It should turn really brown when I scrub it, and it should leave them like a nice finish if it's a good cleaner. But we'll see how well it works. I've never used any of these products, the sticky citrus. I don't really use any of the Chemical Guys stuff, and I'm by no means am I sponsored by Chemical Guys. I spent, I think, just these two bottles. Was like $37. So that's a lot of money for 2 little bottles of product. So yeah, let's get started here. We'll scrub the tires and wheels first, and see how it goes. Oh, that's already busted. Cap already fell apart, Todd. What the heck? Well, yeah, it's cracked. What the heck? Must have cracked in shipping. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? You're gonna be in our video. What's this? Oh, this is for the neighbor guy. It goes. All right, so we gave him a light pre-soak. Let's see how this stuff cuts. It's definitely a lot thicker of a spray. In the Chemical Guys video, they had the guys actually spraying on the brush. I don't know how well that works. You actually want to spray it on the actual tire. Let that sit, then we'll come in here. It's actually already wearing out my hand. This sprayer's kind of hard to spray. In videoing, I gotta switch hands. When you detail every day, a nozzle, a sprayer is very important. You don't want to get arthritis in your wrist at the age of 30. Like Todd over there. Carpal tunnel. Yeah, I wouldn't want to use this every day. I like how it's thicker, but it sprays a lot harder out of this little bottle. If you put it in a bigger bottle, with a big sprayer, it'd be much easier, just because it's such a short throw. That should be good. Got my bucket here on the Tough Shine tire brush. Let's see. Now it's not really turning anything brown. Usually with our degreasers and stuff, you'll get some brown action. This is kind of difficult to video and work at the same time. I'm going to scrub it really good. I'm going to give it, this product, the full advantage of getting this tire looking like new again. On some customer stuff, if we can, I'd rather not put tire shine on anything, honestly. I'd rather have perfect tires, but it's not always possible. Depending what tire shine the customer uses and how old the tires are. Alright, so we scrubbed the heck out of that. We'll give this a light scrub on the inner fender well. I'll try to do this with one hand. Alright, so we got the back. I did the front wheel. My video was just getting a little shaky. Seems to work pretty decent. These tires, like I said, these tires aren't super dirty. Make sure the camera's not getting all wet. It's raining right now. So we're gonna just soak the tire. We'll just soak the tire and the wheel, all with this citrus wheel cleaner. Soak the wheel good. In the Chemical Guys video, they actually sprayed the brushes. They didn't spray like the wheel or the tire. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't really understand that. I'm using quite a bit of product just with one side. I've almost used half a bottle. Spray the frame a little bit, inner fender well. Let that stuff penetrate into the wheel. We'll scrub this tire a while. Not really turning brown like a degreaser. Now it does say it's a wheel cleaner, but in the video on Chemical Guys, they used it on the tires and the wheels. We'll see how, if it's a citrus cleaner, you should be able to use it on anything. It's definitely not going to hurt it. I'll give a light scrub to the inner fender well, if I can find my brush. Pretty. You don't have to scrub these. You can just pressure wash them normally. That's enough. Pretty dirty. Now we'll do the wheel. Foams up good, and now I do have the tough mutter in the wheel bucket there. Put a little soap in the bucket for some extra foaming. Clean that out in your bucket every once in a while. Smells good. I like to use a nice soft microfiber, especially on these black wheels, as they do scratch very easily. You want to try to stay away from a brush, at least on the wheel faces. It's probably pretty good. I will use a brush just to get in the lug nut holes. A soft, very soft brush. Now let's rinse it off and see what it looks like. Alright, so we cleaned the wheel and tire with the Chemical Guys sticky citrus wheel cleaner. Seems to work pretty good, guys. I don't think I'll ever buy it again. Doing vehicles every day, it wouldn't be cost effective. But for like personal use, your at home garage, I would definitely say it's a good wheel and tire cleaner. And if you get a little on the paint, it's not going to hurt anything since it is citrus based. I wouldn't recommend using it on your paint, but it's definitely safe for anything in this whole area, your frame, running boards, anything like that. But yeah, I would probably give it a, I don't know, what do you think, Todd? 8 out of 10? 8 out of 10 for effectiveness. It seemed to clean the tires and wheels really well. But the cost is kind of high. I don't remember how much exactly this is, but for a bottle of soap and a bottle of this was $37, and I think that was with free shipping on Amazon Prime, so it is pretty expensive. And just doing 2 wheels, now I soaked them pretty good. I didn't go light on this product at all. Just doing one side, I already used almost half of the bottle, so I don't know how much this is. It might be 17. It might be 15, around 13 to $15. Price-wise, I probably wouldn't buy it, but if you only use it once in a while, I would say it's a good product. Works good. All right, guys, so we have all the prep. Todd's in there making a bunch of noise. Hopefully you can hear me in this. We got all the wheels, tires, wheel wells done. Now we're gonna foam it up. We're gonna try this out in the foam cannon. We're gonna add 3 ounces of the Tough Mudder into the foam cannon, which is approximately like 3 full squirts. So 1, 2, 3. That should be good. They recommend around 3 ounces or so for the foam cannon. We're gonna foam it all up, let it penetrate, let it sit, power wash the whole Jeep off, and then we'll hand bucket wash it using the 2-bucket wash method. So we'll see how much of the dirt this Jeep gets off, just this in itself, and then go from there. Alright, so we got some good foaming action. It seemed to foam on really well. The first half of the vehicle went a lot more foamier than the second half. I shook it up, but maybe I didn't shake it up quite enough. I was using warm water. Usually that helps with the foam. But all in all, it foamed up really well, the Tough Mudder. So we're going to let it sit here for a little bit. It's raining today, so it's not going to dry anytime soon. So we're going to let it penetrate a little bit longer than we would if it was sunny out and the soap dries really quick. And then I'll pressure wash this off, and then we'll do a 2-bucket wash method to hand wash it all. Sometimes you can get, like today, we could get away with foam cannon a second time and then just washing the whole Jeep. There goes Ben. But yeah, sometimes you can foam cannon a second time and actually hand wash the whole thing all at once. We usually can't do that if we're washing outside if the sun's out, because before you even get to the whole vehicle, the soap will be dry, like on the back half or on the bottom. So I usually recommend actually hand washing it instead of foaming the whole thing, especially if you're doing it out in the sun, because all the soap will dry before you even get to it, and it's just a pain to try to hurry, end up scratching stuff. You don't want to have to hurry. So yeah, let's power wash this off, and then we'll do the 2-bucket wash method. Rinse it off again and see how it looks. Guys, now it comes time to rinse off the soap. Seems like it rinses off fairly well. The actual hand washing process went pretty well as well. Any of the dirt that was on the car did come off, except maybe a couple little areas where there was tar or like a heavy bug. It didn't really do too well in them areas. But as far as water sheening and beading, it does have some kind, they call it some kind of special additive to rinse off the mud next time. I'm guessing that special additive maybe is like a silica or SiO2 or something, maybe some kind of additive, because it didn't foam up. It didn't foam up super long in the wash mitt. Usually when that's the case, usually there's some kind of additive into it, so the paint beads up better and it washes off, like some kind of paint protection. Usually when they add paint protections like the silica into the car soap, they don't foam up like you would think they would, which is fine. They still work good even if they don't foam up like crazy when you're hand washing. But yeah, it works really well in the plastics. I think it kind of, I'm pretty sure it kind of rejuvenated some of the plastics. That's probably part of that additive that they put in there. But yeah, the plastics actually look a little bit better after I hand washed it. So yeah, it's rinsing off really well. It's beading up fairly well, sheening off. As you can see here, it's nothing crazy, but yeah, it's definitely better than a normal car soap for sure. And it definitely left some kind of additive behind. So I'm sure it definitely does wash off easier once it's starting to rain a little harder now. I'm sure it definitely does rinse off a little easier when you get it muddy next time after you washed it with this soap. I believe it. I don't know how great it works, but it'll definitely help to a certain extent. So yeah, I'm gonna get this thing washed and then I'll wash the trailer with the same method. Got a decent amount of dirt in the wash bucket. This is the rinse bucket for the wash mitt. There's a decent amount of dirt in there. The Jeep didn't look that dirty, but it's definitely a lot of dirt. Some dirty water. A little bit of grit, not too much grit. Definitely pulled the dirt off. Well guys, that's pretty much it for today. We tried the Tough Mudder truck wash, Tough Mudder truck wash. It worked really well. I actually kind of liked it. It lathered up pretty well. The suds, it kind of lost some of the suds towards the end of the wash, which is pretty common if it has like an additive in it, like a SiO2 or maybe a wax. They seem not to suds up for quite as long. Like a normal car wash, but yeah, it worked really well. Now I did use almost not quite half of it, 3 ounces for the foam cannon, and then another 3 ounces for the bucket. So I did use quite a bit. You could try the little bottle, but if you like it, I'd recommend. I don't know if they have it or not, but I would recommend getting a gallon of it if you actually like this product. It is pretty good. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by Chemical Guys. I actually don't use any Chemical Guys stuff, but we use mostly like Geon products, Detail King, Stoner Solutions, stuff that we can usually buy in bigger containers, even just bigger bottles. But yeah, this seemed pretty user friendly and it worked really well. And then as far as the Chemical Guys Sticky Citrus Wheel Cleaner, I liked it. The biggest thing I liked about it was how it's sticky. It's when you spray it, it sticks onto the wheel. When you spray it, it sticks onto the tire. It doesn't really run down too much. It is pretty thick, which does, the downside of that is it starts to hurt your wrist. This little trigger after a while starts to hurt your wrist quite a bit. But yeah, I almost used a full bottle of this on one vehicle. Now I did go probably a little heavier than they recommended, but the tires were big on the Jeep. I like to do the wheel wells, and I did the wheels. I wanted to try it on everything. But yeah, it seemed to work pretty well. I would highly recommend this product if you're looking for a good wheel cleaner. Now, if you need like iron removal or some other, if your wheels are really bad, sometimes you got to use like something with an iron remover in it to really remove any brake dust. Or even a wheel acid if they're really bad chrome wheels. But yeah, for all in all, this sticky wheel cleaner worked good on both the wheels and the tires. But yeah, I'll leave the descriptions in the comment section below. If you want to, I'll put the Amazon link below. I do get a very small commission. I might make like if you order this, I might make like 5 cents off of it. So it's nothing drastic, but it definitely helps. It definitely helps the channel out. So yeah, if you have any questions or you want to try these products, I would definitely be interested to see what you guys think. If you do buy them, comment below after you try them out. Let me know what you think. And if you have any questions before you buy them, feel free to shoot me a message, and I'll answer any questions that you have. That's pretty much it for today, guys. I'm going to get back to detailing this customer's Harley. I just wanted to make a quick video today. I don't know how short this will edit out to, but hopefully it's not too long for you guys. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.